Hello everyone, I'm Martinez. My name is Itzell. Good morning everyone, I'm Martinez. My name is Itzell. We'll be using this mask today for Mask Monday, and it's already open because I was filming and then my cat got behind my ring light and knocked it over. So yeah. And the only reason it was easier to knock over than before was my daughter actually broke mine, so I had to combine my ring light with another stand that I had that didn't have a ring light. It was just a stand. So yeah, it's not as sturdy as it used to be. So I've added a new ring light as a backup on my Amazon wish list because why not? So this mask is 10 to 20 minutes long. Once I get it on, we will be talking about my Christmas event and just an update on it. So after this video, there'll be another one once everybody receives their gifts, or at least close to receiving their gifts. So we shall see. But that won't be until December. So, because already one sponsor let me know they want to push back all the way to Christmas Eve. So fun times. I always ask, can you please have it like done before Christmas Eve, because like we don't relax until everybody gets their gifts, and it's like I would like to enjoy my holiday just a little bit, but it is what it is. So all right, got the serum all there. So for our 2023 Christmas list, we have 19 families and 3 elderly people. Now, the elderly people all got sponsored, and 15 families got sponsored. So we're working on the last 4. Now, we were able to get one sponsor for one of the families, like one of the kids got sponsored, and now we're trying to get the other 3 of the siblings sponsored. And then with another family, they were able to get 2 sponsors, one for the twins and one for the other young one that's like 2 years older than the twins. So they need their older 2 sponsored. And then the other ones, it's one girl and a family with 4 kids. So still working on those. Currently it's like the children that sibling sponsors is like 10 total, and it's 3 to 16. So the one child that's not sponsored is all by herself. Um, is because she's a teenager, and not only because she's a teenager, because from what I've noticed, like doing this event every single year, more people are, like if they have to sponsor a teenager, they're more likely to sponsor a boy. But if they sponsor a girl, they're more likely to sponsor a girl that likes makeup versus one that's kind of nerdy. So this girl, she likes anime and manga and stuff, and it's just like, oh, girl after my own heart. If I had the money, I would sponsor you. Um, because like those are my likes. Like I can relate to that, and that's how I helped um like get ideas of what mangas to put on the list, just to get ideas for other people that aren't familiar with anime and manga, because it's so niche. Like not everybody's a fan. So I was there at Barnes and Noble looking at all the manga, and like a lot of them are anime, so I've already seen them, and I'm like, nope, not this one, not this one, not this one, not that one, definitely not that one. So yeah, and like pushing the limits, like, oh, um what do you call it, Seven Deadly Sins isn't that bad, and then you remember it's like kind of pushing its limits, and I was like, then that's the anime. A lot of times they push their limits way more in the manga, from what I've been told. So I'm just like, yeah, no, let's not put that on the list. I don't want any issues. So yeah. And of course, like the parents that their kids like this stuff, they don't list anything that they're like. So it's just like, really, you don't know? So I have to ask them like a bunch of questions so to like get on the same page, because you don't want to like get them something they already have, or something that they're just not interested in. Because I don't know why people just put manga and comic books and just think that's all. Like, no. Like, if your kid only likes to read about Spider Man, why am I gonna get him something about Aquaman? Like, it's just, that's just the way it is. But to each their own. So it's interesting. And then, of course, there's always people that leave something out. Like, they'll leave out the need, or they'll leave out, something to read. So I'm over there trying to research, like, stuff in the age groups to get an idea of what books to put down. And typically, I just go with the most popular books for, like, the age that they are. So, yeah. For needs, being winter and all of that, typically if they don't have anything, probably list something like PJs or jackets, just because it's like easy. Like a lot of times clothing is already, like, the clothing size is already there, so there is that. So I don't know. Like, I'm just doing my best to get everybody sponsored, and like I share my group all the time. Since my Christmas event started, or even before it started, I've been sharing my group like pretty much anywhere from 1 to 3 times a week in multiple groups. And when I mean multiple, I mean like more than 30 groups. Like, yeah. And I share it in my own group. I tag everyone because in Facebook the admin can tag everyone, and then it doesn't really reach everyone, but it reaches a good chunk. So that's helpful to me. A lot of people don't like that. So I've been dealing with a lot of backlash, a lot of people ranting about tagging everyone. And what's funny to me is a lot of the people that are ranting about me tagging everyone are the same ones that ask for a lot of help, never help at all. I'm not even sharing what do you call it? Not even sharing resources that they know of, like something very simple, and or just like never participate ever, like at all. Those are the ones that complain the most, and it's just like, okay. Um, yeah, but I don't have patience or tolerance for people like that, like at all. Like, if, like, it's funny to me because I had to put this in the rules that people think, like, it's in the rules that you can't disrespect, shame, like, harass, bully anybody, bless you, anybody in the group. Well, I had to put in specifically admins and moderators because they think that they're not considered everybody. So it's just like, all right, let's include that. So if you want to just be rude or disrespectful to somebody running the group, bye. Like, you're banned. Like, that's just it. Like, I don't have patience for that. And it's just like, I don't believe, just because somebody's in a position of power and you don't like what the way they do things, that you get to treat them like garbage. Like, you don't get to treat people like garbage just because you don't agree with the rules. It's different, in my opinion, if this person is abusing, the position of power, if they're constantly breaking the rules, if they're constantly, doing stuff that they shouldn't be. But I'm not doing any of that. So it's like, you don't have any reason to be upset with me. And then, like I say all the time, if you don't like, seeing that you're being tagged all the time, you can turn that off, or you can leave the group and join back after the Christmas stuff has happened. It's not like it's a brand new thing. This is our 6th year. And maybe like our second or third, probably third time we had the option to tag everyone. So it's just like it's not something new. But I don't know. People live under a rock sometimes and it barely reaches them and then they want to complain about it and it's just like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna stop trying to get these families sponsored. Like I'm gonna do everything I can until they get sponsored, just like I do every single year. So what's funny is I describe my event kind of like being pregnant and giving birth, where it's just like you forget about not all but a lot of the bad stuff. Um, you know, after it's all said and done, because it's just like it's all coming back to me. I'm like, man, like has there really been years where it's like we've been at this point, it's been like, close to Thanksgiving and we're still trying to get people sponsored. I'm like, yeah, I think so. I think we've gone as far as like, the beginning of December. So yeah, it's just like you just forget about all that. So it's like a little overwhelming, you know? But at the same time, I love doing it. So it's just like, I'm trying my best and I'm pushing forward. And, since I'm sharing my group a lot and everything, I like spoke to my team and was like, dude, I can't do this all on my own. Like, I can only bring in so many people on my own that want to sponsor. So I did have some of them step up and want to share the group, and that's nice. But the way that they worded it, it's like I felt like they're bringing in more people that are seeking help versus people that want to help. So it's just like, hopefully, we'll still reach people that are able to help and willing to. Because that's the thing, finding people that are not only able to, but willing to. Because there's so many people that are able to, but when it comes down to it, they just don't want to. And it's their own thing. So, yeah, let's see. I probably said it in my last video. I can't remember. So everyone's list is something to wear, something they need, something they want, and something to read. So like for if you're wondering, for each child, we give them a limit. Like we give the sponsors a limit of like $100, but we also say you can spend more or less because there's some people that are really thrifty and can get something to wear, get something to read, get something they need and get something they want and spend under $100. So, we just ask, that you get four gifts. That's what we ask. Some people go above that and they get like, two outfits, pajamas, socks, shoes, like all these things. So it's just like, it's whatever, you can afford. So that's all it is. And I don't think it's asking too much, but I don't know. Because we used to have it where it was like, just listing likes, um, and like, or not even likes. I think it was just like needs and wants. I think that's what we had. And then people were getting ridiculous with it. So that's why we had to change the way we do things. And what I mean by that is just like, my kid needs a bedroom set. My kid wants I forget the name of the bike, but like those extreme sports bikes that are like $400. Like people were getting ridiculous with how greedy they were being. And I remember once someone wanted to spend half of the budget on a pair of boots for a little child that's gonna grow out of them probably before Christmas. So it's just like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna spend either half the budget or the whole budget on one gift. Then it's like, really, every other sibling's gonna get four gifts or more and they're just gonna get the one. Like, yeah, sometimes it was a parent being this greedy, sometimes it was like not even the parent, sometimes it was like a friend or an aunt or something just being this greedy. And that's like the greed behind it is the reason why I feel like most people rather sponsor an elderly person where it's like you can see like no greed, they're very basic. It's what you need and what you like, and that's it. And like, yeah, I get that because it's like, it's not the children like making the list, it's the parents. It's, them being like snooty or whatever. So yeah, sorry, moved my head towel in front of you. But yeah, so wish me lots and lots of luck and lots of patience and lots of positivity. Hoping to get everybody sponsored before December. Fingers crossed. My brother said by Thanksgiving, if nobody sponsors, the team that's all by herself, then he'll sponsor. And he's good with like anime and manga and stuff like that. Like, brother's a nerd, I'm a nerd, and she's close to my twins' age, or not even close to. She is my twins' age, so there's that. Like, he knows what it's like for shopping for teen girls. He has a 16-year-old, so yeah, we shall see. Like, it's a lot of stress, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying not to put the whole load on me. I just wish, some people like pushed forward as much as I did, but it is what it is. And that's why I'm the one running the event, right? If other people were as motivated as me, they would ask for more what do you call that, responsibility, but they don't. They're like content with me having all of it. So yay me. And I thought about this. Sorry, I was letting you guys go, but sometimes you get off on a tangent. It's so funny to me, like running this Christmas event and everything, because when it comes down to it, I'm an introvert. Like, I'm an extreme introvert, and then I'm putting myself out there. Sure, I'm not talking like in front of people, like, making a big speech or anything like that. Maybe that would help. But I am, putting myself out there, trying to like, um what do you call that? Connect with people and make connections. And, you know, like there's this lady helping with my event. She every year, I don't know how many years she's been doing it, but she will sponsor families like holiday food boxes, like for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. So I was able to get in contact with her, just asking, if she was gonna do it again, because like last year she told me, to get in contact with her because she will be able to help. So I just wanted to, make sure, and it would take a load off of me. So she was able to sponsor like about 6 families, like with their food boxes, like the holiday meal ones for Christmas. So that's amazing. And yeah, like, it's so funny how just wanting to help people can push you out of your comfort zone, because I'm way out of my comfort zone. Like, sometimes I wonder, like, how can I even do this when I'm like such an introvert? Like, it's so far past my comfort zone. But when people depend on me and I love to do it, like, it's hard not to, in my opinion. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful Monday and a great week, and I hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving, however you will be spending it this year. And if you're not in the States and you're seeing this, I still hope you have an amazing week.